Today I'm going to show you exactly how to take a single Kittl template and turn it into multiple different product designs. This is all just coming from a single template. You just search, find one template, and then we're going to parse those out into multiple different t-shirt designs and stickers, as well as you could do hats and bags and any other kind of product. So let's get into it. Before we even search anything, we have this awesome new categories bar here. And we're still doing some work making sure that all of the templates that fall in these categories are the most accurate that they can be. But these should be live now, and you can go in here, for example, you can click on cards and it'll load a bunch of card templates. I can go over here and I can click stickers, and there'll be a bunch of sticker templates for you. And these are just some of the most popular categories. Like I can click on bags, and there's a bunch of designs that would work really, really well on tote bags, or you could do signs like coffee shop signs and signage and whatnot. Here are some monograms as well, some really, really awesome stuff. And here are some monograms and logos, but you can also just click on a category to release selecting it, so you don't have to be locked to selecting a category. So I'm just gonna go up here and I'm gonna type in National Park. And I'm gonna scroll down until I find something that looks like it can be manipulated easily and I can attribute to a bunch of different things. So I like this template a lot for a couple of reasons. First being that there are 5 different logo icon / design things in here that work really, really well together. And so I could see myself parsing these out into a bunch of different things, whether it be stickers or hats or hoodies or a shirt or a patch. There's lots of things that I can do with this. So first, I'm just gonna click my artboard tool and I'm gonna draw another artboard right here. I'm just gonna make this around 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I can just adjust that size here because I'm not good at making it perfect when dragging. And I'm gonna take this design right here and I'm going to copy and paste that over and size this up. And already I am seeing this design being put on the back of a shirt, and then just the flag, I'm assuming this is in some sort of mask, we'll find out, on the front of the shirt, maybe on the front right or left of the chest, probably the left of the person wearing it, the right of the person looking at the person that's wearing it. So we are gonna click in here and ungroup this, and just for the sake of working with this right now, I'm gonna select everything and just make all of these colors black, as well as the flag. I'm gonna, yep, that's a group, and I'm gonna make that black as well, and I'll select these colors and make this white. And so that's already looking pretty sick. Right off the bat, the first thing that I'm gonna do is probably change the text to fit whatever I want. So let's say, for example, you wanted to do something that caters towards like where you were born and raised, where you grew up. So I could click in here and I could say Raleigh, to edit this transform a little bit and drag this out. Make sure that all my characters fit. And I could click in here and just say something like raised, Raleigh raised. And I could just type in here, born and raised in C. And then I could keep that as established and then maybe change this to 1999, which is the year I was born. Looks like these might not be on the same plane, so I'm gonna match those up. Put those guys right here. That looks a little better to me. Pull this guy in just a tad, and I can change these letters. I'll probably just do N, C. And what's cool about this is it looks like it's already distorted to match the curvature of the flag, which is pretty awesome. So that's looking pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and just see what this looks like mocked up. We're nowhere near done with this video or any of the things. I'm planning on doing a couple more designs in this video, but I really wanna see what this looks like here. Would think about putting this on the back of the shirt and size this up, and just something like that already is super awesome. I love that. I would definitely wear this. This is super easy to recreate. You could say like Atlanta raised, Durham is another city, basically whatever city you're from or whatever state. You could do states as well in here. It would be just a great, easy change the text template drag and drop thing for your shop. So back to the editor, I had an idea for the front of the shirt. So basically I just need to click in here, get rid of these text boxes, and I believe that this is some sort of mask. So if I release this mask, I can get rid of this, ungroup this guy and get rid of that, and boom, we have our flag right here. And I would put this somewhere on the front of the shirt so we can go back to mockup, and we can size this somewhere right here. And another thing that I like to do, I'll have to go back and download the picture of the back of the shirt as well. But what I like to do is I like to download my mockups and then put them back in the editor above or just around the artboard that is that design. So I'm gonna click in here, go back to mockup, take the back of this shirt, size this guy up right here, download this mockup, and now I just need to import those into this project. So I've got my 2 images right here, and I can just click the background remover on both of these and on the second. And then this is just a nice, easy, practical way that you can parse things out and see them all at once. You've got your designs and you've got your mockup. So just make your design the way that you want, go to mockup, download it, import it back into your project, remove the background from that mockup, and then you've got them right there side by side. For example, I could have these and I copy and paste them over, and I just want to change this to Durham if I was raised in Durham, and this can stay the same. But let's say I want to put this on a black shirt. I can select my letters and I can change those to black, and then I can select my flag, change that to white, as well as my words. And just to help with visibility on this one, I'm going to select these artboards and make the color black there. And we can do the same thing with mocking these up. I can select this. And the great thing about mocking things up on Kittl is that the mockup is going to automatically adjust to whatever the color of the background is. So if the background is black, the mockup is going to be black by default. If the background is white, the mockup is going to be white by default. So I can just go in here and size this guy up, download that, back to the editor, click on this guy, mockup, drag this guy over, size it down a little bit, download mockup, and back to the editor, and just drop these guys in as well. And boom, just like that, we've already got 4 different designs going, 2 different products, a black shirt and a white shirt. And all I'd have to do to export these files is select all of these, go to download, and then make sure that this little remove background feature is on, and that'll remove the background and give you that transparency. Double check your width and your height. I recommend, if you're doing a t-shirt, doing something around 3000 by 3000 pixels at 300 DPI. We want to make sure that this does not say 72. That's for screens and what we're looking at right now. It's just not going to be a high enough resolution for a print. So we have to be thinking about print. Really, if you're anything over 3000 by 3000 pixels, you're gonna be fine. Now, let's say I wanted to take this right here and I wanted to make a sticker out of this. I'm just gonna take this guy and I'm gonna make the background color transparent here, and then I'm going to select the flag and I'm gonna add a border weight to this to simulate having a sticker outline. And then just so we can see it, I'm going to copy and paste that down here, and that can be our sticker. Most of the time when you go through a sticker provider, they're gonna be able to simulate that white border. You don't always have to add this, and they'll have a preview for you so you can double check. So if you upload just the design without the border like this, they could simulate this outline for you, and some of them might not. So double check your preview when you're going to print a sticker. So let's say we wanted to do something for like parks. So we've got our kind of like states and cities brand going on here, and let's say we wanted to niche down even a little bit further and we wanted to do something with parks. So I'm going to take this design that's on this same template here, and this is just an extension of being able to take one template and parse it out into a bunch of different products that it's really, you're just changing the text and the colors here. So I've got this design here, and let's just say something like, let's say I wanted to do Grand Canyon and size this guy to where this looks good together. Always make sure, group those up and center that, and that looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna click up here, change this text, welcome to that looks perfect. And we could just say made in Arizona. And this national park was established in 1919, so we're gonna put that there. And then all I have to do now is find a good vector file of the Grand Canyon. So I can delete those guys, go over to my elements panel, type in Grand Canyon, and we're just looking for a nice little vector art that fits the vibe. I like this one. This one looks pretty cool. So we're gonna size this down, and we can just make sure that our colors match here. And then we're ready to mock this up on something. So say we wanted to put this on a white shirt, I can just put this on white, and I could use my mock-up feature once again to put this on a shirt, and I would imagine this going on the background, going on the back of the shirt, and I can download that back to the editor, and now I can just size this mock-up up and remove the background. Now I just need a front design for this, so I'm going to copy and paste this artboard over, and I think it would be cool if we just ungroup this, got rid of these, got rid of that, and those. I think something like this is fun and different. Just center that guy up and make it that darker color. And we could put a border weight around this, why not? So I'm gonna use this third shading effect and add an outline width to this. 13, we'll remember that for the next one. Third option, turn down the angle and the offset down here, make it the tan color, and 13, boom. Now I can select this artboard and go to mockup, and I want this to be on the front of the shirt. And I can download that, back to the editor, and I've dropped my shirt in here, remove the background, and perfect. Just another practical application of this. I want to do this as a sticker as well, and so I'm going to copy and paste this, make sure all this stuff is grouped, and I'm just going to drag this guy down here. And to add or slash simulate that white background, I'm going to drag this guy over, make the border weight white and make it larger, and then drop that to the back. So now we can see our nice white border around this and what this would look like mocked up. Again, check with your sticker provider when they give you the preview if they add the white border around this or not. Some do it differently. We're gonna do one more design. I'm going to copy and paste this artboard over. One of the places that I would really love to visit is the Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. So we're gonna do a little design for that. So all I have to do here is click in and edit my text. And since this is not as large side to side with the text, I can make this a little bit bigger and make sure that is centered with everything. And this was founded in 1929, so I can go in here, edit my text, 1929. And let's just say I wanted this to say something like National Park. So it says, welcome to the Grand Teton National Park. Now all we need is a little vector art for right here. And I can type in mountains, and something like this is perfect. If you wanna get more picky with if the vector art that you're using exactly looks like that place, you definitely can. You can utilize our vectorizer tool if you wanted to find a picture of the mountains in Teton and vectorize them. You could do that as well, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to use this random mountain range. I wouldn't doubt it that a lot of other brands that are or national park stickers or clothing or whatnot just have a random mountain range, because all of them look pretty similar at some sort of angle or distance. So I'm not super worried about it. So I've got two options here. I can either get rid of that fill and make this my color, which I really like, or I could get rid of my outline and change the fill color. And that looks nice as well, but I think I like my first option better. So I'm gonna get rid of the fill and just leave that outline. And I just need to copy and paste this over. You can kind of see the trend. We're doing different national parks here. Try to make sure that these are spaced properly. Looks like I've got this a little lower here and this is a little higher. So just try to be as clean as you can to have that consistency between designs. So 1929, and then I can just make my two mockups for these as well. And so there are my mockups right there above my artboards. And then just for the heck of it, I'm gonna go through and make all of these sticker designs as well, and I'll be right back. And so just like that, I've got my clothing mockups and my stickers. These could go on hats as well. Really, anything that you feel like this would look good on, you could use the mockup function and then get all your mockups into the same project. And this is all just in one seamless project, so I don't have to go back and create 17 different projects just to have one line of clothing. I can have it all in the same place and export all of these designs and name them all seamlessly in one project together. Well, that's all for today's video. Hey, if you've watched until now, you might as well do me a favor and subscribe. Like this video and let me know down in the comments what else you want to see here on the channel. What kind of updates and features would you like to see come to Kittl? As a design tool, honestly, one of our greatest assets is you and the feedback that you deliver to us. We take all of your comments directly to the team to have new features added. So take just a second and drop a comment and let us know what your needs are, or some of your favorite features that we already have. If you haven't tried Kittl yet, we have a free trial for you. And if you try it and you love it and want to upgrade, come back. We have a promo code for you in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.